Village for Pete Greenway, and then on May 22nd, I'll be doing a talk in Indianapolis for Richard Stocks. If you're anywhere in the Indianapolis area or in the Little Rock, Arkansas, Hot Springs, Arkansas area, love to see you out there May 9th, next Friday, in Arkansas, and May 22nd in Indianapolis. Okay, our number 855-660-4261. We do have a couple lines open for you. Let's go off to Connecticut and welcome Bruce to the Brightside. What's up, Bruce?
Hey, Ben. I've been listening to your show, and I want to share with you kind of a protocol I've put together in terms of my health and healing after having challenges with thyroid issues, autoimmune, and losing weight. If it's okay, I'd like to...
Sure. Love to hear. What kind of what flavor autoimmune disease did you have?
It came about from eating gluten.
What was it? How did it show up?
It showed up with tests on my thyroid, my T3s and T4s.
Got it.
It was not hyperthyroid, it's hypothyroid,
okay,
which is Hashimoto, where I wasn't producing enough T3s and T4s.
Okay.
And the correlation that's come up is from wheat and gluten. But let me share with you what I put together, and maybe you can make sense of it, because I'm having a hard time understanding why it all works. But
okay.
I'm taking Survival Shield and Super Male Vitality from Dr. Edward Group, CoQ10, probiotics that you recommended. I also started eating oysters, about 20 or 30 that I open and eat raw myself weekly, and that's had the most profound and best effect on my health more than anything else. Clams to a lesser degree, but it's helped with my energy and strength and libido in all areas.
How interesting. Well, you know, oysters are a well-known libido food. I'll tell you why that is here in a sec, but go ahead.
Guacamole's been incredible. Eggs and berries and bananas, nutritional yeast, lecithin that you recommended. A little bit of fish. I've been very, very good with the tangy tangerine beyond Osteo FX. It's increased my libido, my clarity, my overall feeling better, strength, and I gained my weight back. That I lost a lot of weight.
Nice.
I eliminated grains and wheat, specifically sugar, and I use stevia or raw organic honey. But I still have cravings for potato chips and ice cream. And if you could help me with...
I'll help you with the cravings.
If you could help me with what I've just shared with you about why these things have had a positive effect, I'd really appreciate it.
You're doing so many good things there, Bruce. It's hard to say what actually is causing the good effects, but you're doing tons of great things, especially the oysters. Oysters are a source of zinc. And zinc is very, very important for the immune system and also the reproductive system, and also for a sense of well-being. Zinc is involved in the production of testosterone and the processing of testosterone, and that's a well-being hormone that counteracts estrogen, which is a stress management hormone. So the oysters might have something to do with it. Laying off the gluten is probably, and laying off the grains and the wheat, that's probably the single most important thing that you're doing. But the fats are important. Dr. Group's products are also important. The Beyond Tangy Tangerine is helpful. Here's the thing. If you have cravings, you want to pay attention to those cravings, not by indulging the cravings, but by understanding the cravings. Cravings for sweets, and that includes cravings for bread and cereal and pasta and potatoes and starchy foods, usually indicate some kind of protein deficiency, especially true with kids, because kids are burning through protein at a really nice clip. We're all burning through protein pretty quickly because of how we live our lives. Protein is involved in building the body. When we're under stress, our bodies break down and their protein needs are increased. So when you have a protein deficiency, or if your protein needs are increased and you're not meeting those protein needs, you'll find yourself craving sugars and breads and pastas and cereals, etc., which count as sugars. Fruits and fruit juices too. So if you have those kinds of problems, cravings for bready type foods or sweet foods, you want to up your protein. If you have cravings for salt, you want to up your minerals. And if you have cravings for fats, which it sounds like you do, ice cream and potato chips are obviously sources of fats and oils, you want to consider dosing yourself with essential fatty acids, higher amounts. Our need for essential fatty acids is very high, much higher than anybody recognizes, and you can tell this by your cravings for fatty foods. Now, it turns out that ice cream is also a source, and potato chips are both sources of sugar, and potato chips anyway, are also is also a source of salt. So you may have some protein deficiency issues too, and you might want to consider getting yourself on a protein supplement. I don't think I heard you say you're on a protein supplement. You may want to consider some whey protein, a whey protein supplement. By the way, there was some interesting news last week about One World Whey, and I'm going to get to that. I'll try to get to that later. I've been meaning to talk about that. I'll get to that later here in the program. In any case, so whey protein is a good supplement. Egg protein, of course, is always going to be good. Hemp seed protein is a good way to get your protein. And then meat and fish can also get your protein, obviously, as well. You might also want to think about using Celtic sea salt for the potato chip cravings. If you take a teaspoon of Celtic sea salt and put it in water and sip on the salt water, as I've said so many times on this program, you're going to find that salt water tastes really, really delicious. And then over the course of your sips of this Celtic sea salt water, it's going to taste less and less delicious. Once you've met your body's need for salt, once you've drank enough of that Celtic sea salt, somebody could put some potato chips right in front of you, and you're going to have a hard time eating those potato chips. If you really, really, really want to get yourself off the potato chip kinds of foods, chips in general, what you can do is you can take a couple teaspoons full of coconut oil or of Udo's blend or some essential fatty acid rich oil, and then do your Celtic sea salt, and watch what happens with your cravings for the ice cream and your cravings for the potato chips, Bruce. I guarantee you 100%. If you do coconut oil or essential fatty acid rich oil and you do some Celtic sea salt and water, somebody could put some ice cream right in front of you or some potato chips right in front of you, and there's no way you're going to find yourself tempted to eat those foods. Now, as the salt is processed through your body and as the fats go through your body, your cravings will come back. But if you keep doing that, you can eliminate entirely, I'm talking 100%, cravings for snacky type foods, pretzels and potato chips, as well as ice cream. Hang tight, Bruce. We'll finish up when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Brightside on the Genesis Communication Network. We will be back right after this. Don't go away.
If you suffer seasonal or environmental allergies and your doctor has told you that the only answer is medications for the rest of your life, Dr. Peter Glidden has an alternative solution that doesn't involve drugs with terrible side effects.
One of my favorite add-on products to the 90 essential nutrients for people who are suffering with allergies is a product called Cell Shield RTQ. Cell Shield RTQ. The Q in that product stands for a biochemical called quercetin, and quercetin is a natural antihistamine that doesn't flag out your immune system like antihistamines do.
To manage your allergies without a lifetime of prescription or over-the-counter drugs, order Youngevity's Cell Shield RTQ today by calling 855-347-3696. That's 855-347-3696 or on the web at fireyourmdnow.com. That's fireyourmdnow.com.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curve appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R-value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MyTV. 1-855-905-MyTV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MyTV. 1-855-905-MyTV.
It's hard to imagine when things are going reasonably well just how quickly things can change. But what would it take? Economic collapse, massive crop failure, chemical or biological attack? So many situations could find you in the grocery looking to pick up food for your family only to find that the shelves are empty. There's nothing. Don't let that happen. Act today to make sure that if it ever comes to that, you and your family will be provided for. Visit freezedryguy.com to look at the wide variety of survival foods available. Freeze-dried foods from the Freeze Dry Guy store longer, rehydrate faster, are nutritionally superior to, and taste better than any other long-term storage food available. Visit freezedryguy.com or call toll-free 866-404-3663. freezedryguy.com.
We are America's largest independently owned communications network, GCN.
All right, we are back on the bright side talking to Bruce in Connecticut. That makes sense how I explained that, Bruce? For fats?
It does. It does, Ben, and I love what you just had to say about the Celtic salt. It's such a great idea. I'd like to try as soon as possible.
Let me know. Let me know how that works for you.
I wanted to share with you also that a friend of mine put their dog, a 16-year-old dog, on the buckyball supplement Revitamol.
Oh, yeah.
For 3 months, and the 16-year-old dog is running around like a puppy now.
Weren't you going to call me weren't you going to help me out with that, Bruce? I want to do something with that.
I think I'd like to talk to you when you have a moment, and let's move that project together along with your skincare products so you can use the product as a carrier agent.
I'm very fascinated with that, and I totally forgot about it. Why don't you shoot me an email? Put your phone number on there, Bruce.
I will, and thank you for the advice and help today. And I'm wondering if you're going to be in the New York, New Jersey.
I will be. I absolutely will be. I'm going to be doing some business out there. Shoot me an email. We'll talk.
Okay. Thank you for all the help today, and I'll send you an email.
Thank you. God bless, Bruce. Okay. Let's see here. I want to address that whole. Well, you know what? I'll address the One World Way issue tomorrow on the bright side. I've gotten a bunch of letters, and I meant to do that. Some of you may not know this, but there was some controversy around the labeling on the One World Way product, which I used to absolutely love. It turns out there's some problems with it, and we'll talk about that at the beginning of the program tomorrow. So if you sent me an email and you want to know my take on this whole subject of One World Way, I'll do that tomorrow on the bright side as we begin the program. But we got some folks I want to get to on the phone. 855-660-4261 is our number. Michael in California, welcome to the bright side.
Hello.
Hello, my friend. What's going on?
My wife's thyroid imbalance, and they've got her on medication. They can't adjust it.
Of course not. That's one of the trickiest things to work with is the thyroid with medication. It's kind of like hidden in plain sight. Very, very, very few people, shockingly few people, get benefits from their artificial, synthetic, pharmacologically toxic synthetic thyroid hormones. A little bit better with your Armour thyroid, which is non-synthetic, but it's unusual to get tremendous benefits. Sometimes you get slight benefits from a thyroid medication. She's hypothyroid, I take it, right, Michael? Low thyroid?
And she's gaining weight. She has no energy.
Okay. This all comes part and parcel. Now, here are a couple of questions. I'll tell you how you address the thyroid here in a moment, but let me ask you a couple questions. How old is your wife approximately? Don't be exact. 50s?
No, 60.
She's in her 60s.
65.
65, yeah. Okay. And what is her health history? She has to have some kind of health history previous to being diagnosed as hypothyroid. I'm talking in her 30s and her 40s when she was a young woman. Diabetic or autoimmune problems, sore joints, arthritis, anything like that?
Nothing.
No?
triple A personality.
Well, that's a good thing.
An Aries, stubborn.
Okay, now we're delving out of into the non-nutritional realm there, so we don't need to go there. Here's the thing about the thyroid. The thyroid regulates everything, absolutely everything. So once the thyroid becomes suppressed, there's not a single cell, not a single structure, not a single organ, gland, system in the body that will not be negatively affected. The digestive system will start to slow down, the heart, circulatory system, the heart